Hello, and welcome to James the Lesser Express Lane, where we get you in and out as fast as possible. Bringing a review for Komi Can't Communicate, finally dubbed on Netflix. I had seen it before, looked like an interesting concept, but it was only in sub. And I tried watching it in sub, and the subtitles for the one character, I'm like, okay, that can't be right. There's got to be mistranslation or something. Whatever, no, I'm screwed. I'll just wait for it to be dubbed. And I waited for it to be dubbed. And the one character that I really do not just 100% cringe. No, that's what they are. That's what they say. That's what they do. But outside of that, the show is about Komi. She arrives at the new private high school. She's gorgeous, tall, just everything that you want to be in high school. And everyone loves her. But she doesn't talk. She can't communicate. People take it as a stoic beauty and refined elegance. Like, oh, all right, reading out loud, get this paragraph. Next, student, this paragraph. Tell me this paragraph. But she can't communicate. She can't talk. He's like, you know what? You're right, Komi. Reading out loud is stupid. That's a stupid way to learn. Everyone, read silently to yourselves. Fortunately for her, the kid who sits next to her, Hirohito Tadano, usually just called Tadano, an exceedingly average schoolboy, sits next to her. And he tries talking to her. And then he realizes that she can't talk. It's not like she doesn't want to. And he really learns this much. She writes down on a thing like, no, hey, thank you for saying hi. I was like, oh, okay. Well, after like the first episode, they're talking back and forth, with him talking and her writing down. He talks, she writes down. Finally gets to the issue of like she has social anxiety, she has social phobia, she cannot talk to people. It's like, well, I can help you with that. What's your goal? Make 100 friends. I'll help you with that by being friend number one. Yay! I really like the way they do the voiceover in this for the narrator. Every episode has the social anxiety, social phobia. Doesn't mean they don't want to make friendships. They just can't talk to people. In a couple places here and there, they kind of go a little overboard, in my opinion. But for the most part, it's not. Oh, what's the best way to explain it? It's a slice of life anime, so you do have a lot of anime tropes in it. For the more serious moments, those tropes disappear. Like, they actually handle the situations pretty well. And I've not read the manga, so I don't know how long the show's gonna last. Or how long they're gonna do the will they, won't they. Hopefully, they don't pull, 167 episodes, 4 movies, with only one kiss that isn't canon. Yeah, I hate that in anime. It's such a common anime trope. And not just anime, a lot of TV shows and movies in America do that too, so can't really blame anime for that. But one thing I thought was interesting is that a lot of the names of the other classmates are in reference to something. They're not just random. They're not just Steve Smith be called Steve Smith. Najimi Osana, the character that I just the character's okay. But what they say and do is just like, is it a guy? Is it a girl? Like, they wear a skirt, but I don't know. I was like, wait a minute, weren't you wearing slacks last year in school? And the one episode where they go to the water park, they start walking off to the girls' locker room, and he yells at Najimi. So the Najimi goes to a unisex bathroom. It's like, okay, I'm pretty sure it's a guy, but like even in the description of the character, they don't say what they are. They just they switch their gender all the time. But I'm pretty sure it used to be a guy, or they used to identify as a man, but now they identify as a woman. But okay, here's the cringy part. It's PG. It's supposed to be PG related stuff. But then this character says stuff like, "Whoa, is this HBO Max?" Kind of weird. But the name Najimi is a play on words of the word Osananijimi. I pronounced that wrong. Which literally means childhood friend. Because the premise for this character is that they're the childhood friend of everyone in the school. Doesn't matter where that kid comes from. Once they go to this private high school, it's like, oh yeah, well, my family moved around a lot, so I used to go to their school. I used to go to their school. I used to go to their school. I used to go to Komi school. Like, all right. Or another classmate, Ren Yamai. Again, probably butchering that, but her name is reference to the Yandere nature. Another kid, Himiko Agari. Agari, again, butchering. I'm an American. Sorry. Her name is a pun on the Japanese word for station. Way they do this show is a little bit like, what was it? Sakake, where one episode will cover 3 or 4 different storylines, except for episode 1. Episode 1 was the one main storyline of, hey, new student, how are you? Okay, you're not responding. I'm sorry I bothered you. Please don't kill me. Oh, no, you just want to be friends, but you can't talk? Okay, I'll help you. And after that, it's like, oh, episode 2 has 3 storylines. Episode 3 has 5 storylines. Episode 4 has 2 storylines. And a lot of times the storylines will connect, but it's different because obviously in most shows, hello, the episode today is going to cover Buffy the Vampire Slayer going after this particular monster. Well, in this show or in Sakake, it's like, all right, well, it's summer uniform. It's a fitness test. It's just veggies. It's just a blood pack. But it's all in episode 5. And Sakake had an episode where 100, 100, 100. Like, why does the number 100 keep popping up? This is the 100th episode. No, this was the 100th manga. It's only episode 17. Like, oh. And then like the narrator is like, oh, sorry. Because obviously when they do it, 6 different storylines or episodes, whatever, in one episode, like in episode 6, it's just a joke, it's just shopping, it's just a hair salon, it's just an unsettling feeling, it's just a study group, it's just summer break. You get to 100 real quick, even though it's only episode 17, like in Sakake. Which, if I hadn't watched Sakake first, I may have been a little bit more confused about what the hell was going on. But because I watched so much different shows and different styles in different countries like Korea, Thailand, Japan, France, or Mexico, another one. Like, it's great being able to watch different countries and different styles from those countries, because then you get to learn more, you get to see more, you get to see something different. Only I could just stand reading my TV. But there's only one season out on Netflix anyways, so maybe when the next season comes out, it'll start off being dubbed and not subbed. But you know what? Even if it is only subbed, now that I know that the one character, like, it was not mistranslating them. It was not the people doing a bad job of translating. It's just what the character says and does. I might be able to read it. Anyways, if you have Netflix, check it out. It's very cute, slice of life, coming of age, high school, anime style. Which, if you've grown up with anime, you get used to those kind of tropes. If it's the first time you're watching anime, you probably don't want to start with this because you'll be like, wait, what? Huh? What? What's going on? Why'd they say that? Why'd they do that? It's like, well, in anime, this trope is this. In anime, this trope is that. But if you've watched anime for a while, you want to watch something new, something cute, something